All right, it's quite simple. Press the free like button if you would rather have the legacy and the career of The Miz over Daniel Bryan. My point is, I would rather be The Miz because The Miz don't get hurt, he plays safe, and he's still wrestling. He never had to retire based on his in-ring style. I think people lose sight of that. Why would you want to be Daniel Bryan? A guy who can't stay healthy? He gets hurt every month in his new company. So yes, press the free like button if you would rather be The Miz right now over Daniel Bryan. Alright, so here are my thoughts on Will Ospreay coming to All Elite Wrestling. Oh, hold on. He came back to All Elite Wrestling. He never left. There's no welcome red carpet for him. Bro, this dude has had multiple matches, multiple angles with this company. How the hell is this a big deal? Why was this even announced? Honestly, I thought he was already signed there. But the whole point is, this was a stupid move. This was a desperate move by Tony Khan, and this was all about money. I'm assuming that Triple H didn't offer him enough money. I feel like the only reason Will Ospreay went to All Elite Wrestling was because of the money. Not because, oh, I'm going to be a big star here. This is the best company. No. This dude went there for the money. Nothing else. Khan Man offered him tons of money because he's a mark for New Japan Pro Fake Wrestling. So, this was a very dumb move. Because, listen, bro, we don't care about you, Will Ospreay. Dude, we barely cared about you when you had a feud with the biggest star in the company. Or like top 3, which is Kenny Omega. That was a mid-card feud that nobody gave a flying fuck about. In fact, Omega had a belt that nobody cared about. I think he was the US champion or something. Bro, people forgot he was champion for New Japan Pro Fake Wrestling. So, bro, he's already in angles with this company. He's not going to move the needle. You know why? We already saw him. He's already wrestled for All Elite Fake Wrestling. He's had multiple matches. This ain't no big deal, bro. Like I said, he was better off being a mid-card guy on Raw and SmackDown. This was a bad move because nobody's going to care about what this guy does. If we didn't care about your feud with Kenny effing Omega, what makes you think we are going to care about anything else that you do? That's not how that works. But the reason this was a bad move because, dude, he was better off being a mid-carder for the World Wrestling Federation because, bro, the mid-carders for the other company are more famous than the top guys for All Elite Wrestling. There's more people who know about Austin Theory more than Will Ospreay. There's more people that know who Dominic is over Will Ospreay. There's more people who know who Gunther Varing General is over Will Ospreay. Now, what are my thoughts about Gunther Varing General, Bryan Warrior? Bro, don't get worked. Listen, he was in character. Like, how can you not tell this dude was in character? Like, bro, obviously, he was lying. He was in character. Have you watched that show? Everybody who comes on that show, they are always in character. But he's a heel. Okay, based on his heel character, he's all about the mat is sacred. Right? He's all about the work rate. So based on his character, why the hell would he be a fan of the Ultimate Warrior? Here's what I found out about Daniel Bryan. He said that he wasn't a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin. He said he wasn't a fan of The Rock. This dude said he was a fan of Dean fucking Malenko. Let that sink in for a tiny bit second. So, that's what I mean. Based on his character, yeah, that fits. Of him saying that about the Warrior, but he was saying that for heat. He was saying that in character, not out of character. Because I heard some of his interviews when he's not in character. He is a down-to-earth guy. So, but don't get worked about what he said about the Warrior. But, at the end of the day, the Warrior was better than Gunther Varing General. Okay? Let's not get that fucking twisted, right? I heard some idiot tell me that Braun Breaker is better than Goldberg. Or will be better than Goldberg. I'm like, bro, are you a fucking idiot? If it wasn't for Bill Goldberg, Braun Breaker would not be in this business. Who was the main influence on why he got into fake pro wrestling? Fun fact, it was not his father. It was not Scott. His idol is Bill Goldberg. So to say he's going to be better or he's better than Bill Goldberg. Well, you're a fucking idiot. That's his idol. He would never say he will be better than Bill Goldberg because he's not. Listen, it's not about the in-ring product. I don't care about work rate. At the end of the day, for the last 20-some years, we have been talking about Goldberg. Goldberg was a fucking draw. I don't care about the in-ring product. At the end of the day, his matches worked. Dude, oh my God, this makes me so fucking angry about what people say about Bill Goldberg. He was 6'4", 295, right? He was a powerhouse. His gimmick was to dominate you in quick fashion by the snap of the fucking finger. He was the Mike Tyson of fake pro wrestling. Why the fuck would he wrestle a 25-minute match? That means that he's not a monster. Guess what, bitch? You ain't no monster if you struggle in a 25-minute match. Why should Bill Goldberg wrestle in a 30-minute match if he is dominant? If you're dominant, you should have 5-minute matches. Look at Brock Lesnar. Brock has quick 10-minute, 15-minute matches. If that. Dude, do you know the psychology of fake pro wrestling? If you are dominant, if you are a powerhouse, you're not supposed to have a 30-minute match. If your gimmick is you are a big ass monster that's like over fucking 300 pounds, you should dominate in 5-10 minutes. But Goldberg was like the Warrior. His gimmick fit his matches. The Warrior's gimmick fit his matches. Why the fuck would Warrior wrestle like Dean Malenko? Make that make sense. Like, bro, that's not what his gimmick was. His gimmick was to dominate you in quick fashion. That's what being a larger-than-life character is. If you are a big-ass, swole-ass, jacked-up monster, you should struggle for 20-some minutes with a guy that you should beat up. That makes no sense. How can you get your gimmick over if you have 25-minute matches if you are supposed to be dominant? That's the one flaw about Gunther fighting General. I'm like, bro, you're a monster, but why do you have long matches? Why are you struggling against Chad fucking Gable? Why are you struggling against fucking Dragunov? If you are a ring general, right? So I'm saying, that makes no sense. A guy that size should not be having 40-minute matches with fucking Tyler Bate. So I'm saying, you see, what side am I on? I'm on the Goldberg side. I'm on the Warrior side. I don't care about work rate. Fuck your work rate. I care about gimmicks, larger than life characters. I care about draws. Braun Breaker would never in his life be on the level of Bill Goldberg. That's facts on facts. That is an example of, I don't give a fuck how good you are in the fucking ring. Are you drawing people to watch you? No, he is not. You stupid, dumb fucking bitch. I get worked up, right? When people try to bury the name of Warrior and Bill Goldberg, that just makes me angry because you don't get fake pro wrestling. You don't get it. If work rate matters, right? If 25-minute matches matter, look here, bitch. You're not watching All Elite Wrestling if that's what you like. You are not watching All Elite Wrestling, you fucking idiot. That's what you want, right? You want fake 25-minute matches, but bro, where are you at on Wednesdays? I'm seeing low ratings. Why don't you practice what you preach, right? Everybody's logic is everybody's better than Bill Goldberg as a fake pro wrestler. Okay, by that same logic. How come you're not watching All Elite Wrestling? Right? How come you ain't helping out Tony Khan, man? Dynamite is dying. But all I'm seeing are fake wrestlers who are better than Bill Goldberg by your logic, but how come they're not drawing the same numbers that Bill Goldberg was drawing on Nitro? The same network as Dynamite. That's the irony of it, huh? That's the weird irony. All you marks always say, this guy's better than Bill Goldberg. Okay, he was on TBS and TNT. This dude was drawing millions and millions of viewers. How come your Edge ain't drawing that? How come Omega ain't drawing that? How come Dean Ambrose ain't drawing that? How come Daniel Bryan ain't drawing that on the same network that Bill Goldberg became a star on? Right? Because, bitch, it's not about the fake wrestling. Bill Goldberg was a fucking star. He did a movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's what I mean, bitch. It's called star power. He had charisma. He had presence. He had a great character. He had a badass character that was like Mike Tyson. Hence his entrance. He got that from Mike Tyson. You know how the guards always knock on the door? Yeah, that is Tyson. His gimmick was to be a white Mike Tyson. So that fit his character, you dumbass bitch. That fit. Dude, Mike Tyson in his prime, he rarely had long fights. Why? Because when you're dominant, you're dominant. You should end guys quickly if you are dominant like you say you are. I don't think Goldberg is dominant. Like, why, bro? Why are you struggling against Chad Gable? That makes no sense. So, listen. To get back on Will Ospreay, this was a dumb move, bro. He's not going to draw anything. Well, look, we are not curious, right? I guarantee you this. If Will Ospreay was to go to an NXT or a Raw or a SmackDown, Triple H and Shawn Michaels would have made sure he was going to be a big deal. Just like Jade Cargill, just like Bryan Pillman Jr., just like Cody fucking Rhodes, and soon to be CM Junk. Everybody who turns down All Elite Wrestling or leaves that company, they become stars in the World Wrestling Federation. So there's nothing to celebrate. We've seen Will Ospreay wrestle for this company. So the surprise is out of the bag, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? But we've never seen him wrestle for the World Wrestling Federation. So that alone, the hype would have been big. How would he translate to Raw or a SmackDown or NXT? He would have been a star in that mid-card. Or probably the upper mid-card. Bro, he had tons of matchups. He had Mello, fucking Dragunov, Gunther, fucking Ricochet, fucking running back. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, The Miz, Roman, Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, Dom. He had tons of fucking matchups. So this was a dumb move. Like, he's good. He's going to shorten his career by wrestling for All Elite Wrestling. He will be damaged goods by the time his contract is up, based on his reckless style. So this was bad. He needs the PC. He needs NXT to slow down his reckless style. He's going to be damaged goods, just like Kenny Omega. Like he said, dog, he doesn't have long for the wrestling world. He doesn't have long for the fake wrestling world, based on his beat up body and his reckless style. By the time his contract is up, his body will be damaged goods like Kenny Omega. Kenny ain't as good as he once was. So I can't ever see him going to the World Wrestling Federation because Omega, bro, his body is shot. But that's his fault. But the point is, Will Ospreay made a bad move. Like, wow, I understand. Con-Man paid him tons of money, but was that worth it? I would rather be a mid-carder in front of millions and millions of people, building a motherfucking brand in that mid-card on Raw and SmackDown over being on Dynamite. Like, nobody cares about Dynamite. Nobody cares about All Elite Wrestling. The only time people care about All Elite Wrestling is when there's drama backstage. Let that sink in, man. The only time we care about All Elite fake wrestling is when there's drama off camera. That's sad. So how is that a good thing that he's there? That makes no sense. So he's going to be a top guy main eventer in front of less people over wrestling in the mid-card on Raw and SmackDown in front of millions of people on a larger scale where your name will trend based on being on Raw and SmackDown. Jade Cargill is a star already without even taking a bump yet. But the point is, to get back on Bill Goldberg, it's like, bruh, Bill Goldberg is better than Will Ospreay. Facts on facts. There's no lies being told. He draws. Will Ospreay don't draw shit to flies. Like, I hate when people say, oh, Goldberg botches. He does this. He does that. Bro, everybody botches. Stone Cold botched. Triple H botched. Jericho botched every fucking week at this point. But nobody talks about it. Chris Jericho botches the fucking lion salt every week. But nobody talks about it. That's wild. Roman botches. Seth botches. Cody Rhodes botches. Dom botches. Mello botches. Everybody botches. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It's fake wrestling. Not everything is going to be crisp. But the fact is, he is a draw. Goldberg was always a fucking draw. He don't need to have great matches to get the audience to care about him. That's the point, you fucking marks. He don't need to do risky shit to pop a fucking crowd. He don't need to drink blood. Bill Goldberg don't need to drink another man's blood to get over in a fucking match. That's my point. He don't need to do 450 splashes on glass to pop an audience. Is that what you think is good wrestling? Right? Nah, bitch. Give me a 5-minute Goldberg match where he's dominating. As he should. That's called psychology. Right? If you are a monster with combat experience, you should not be having a 25-minute match. That's not how that works. So, the point I'm trying to make is, like, I'm just tired of people dissing Warrior and Goldberg, people like that, over fake wrestling. It's like, look, bruh, it's like what the Warrior said, bruh. Every time he ran to the ring, kids were smiling. He was fucking selling merch. He was drawing houses. That's all that matters. He was over. People were cheering him. They were on their feet. He was drawing millions of people. That's all that matters. That's all that fucking matters, man. Warrior did not need to have 25-minute matches to make you care about him or to talk about him. How about you take notes? How about you write some fucking notes down? Because if I was a fake pro wrestler, who would I try to be like? I would try to be like The Miz. Let me repeat. If I was a pro wrestler, I would want to be like The Miz. The Miz makes millions and millions of dollars without hurting himself. And he's going to the fucking Hall of Fame. That's all that matters. Who would you rather be? Great question. The Miz or Daniel fucking Bryan? A guy that gets hurt every fucking month. When was the last time The Miz got hurt? I'll wait. Tell me, when was the last time The Miz got hurt over fake wrestling? Why is Daniel Bryan getting hurt every fucking month at this point? He was a guy that said The Miz was soft. That did not age well because The Miz don't get hurt over fake wrestling. You do, Daniel Bryan. So, the point is, it's all about gimmicks and characters over fake wrestling, over fake work rate bullshit. I don't care about that. I never did. I always cared about Hogan, fucking Rick Rude, Savage. I care about characters over work rate. I was never a fan of Dean Malenko. I was never a fan of that kind of athlete. That's not my taste. That's why I don't care about New Japan Pro fake wrestling. I'm not a fan of Okada. He has the charisma of white wheat bread. He has the charisma of fucking French fries. Compare that to Bill Goldberg. Come on, man. Goldberg is all about charisma, character, making the audience care about what you do. Like, bro, I hate when people say, oh, man, the current era of wrestlers are way better than the guys of the 90s. I'm okay, if that's true, then how come nobody is fucking watching? Right? You can't make this up. If you say that the current crop of current pro fake wrestlers are better than the Attitude Era guys, okay, then where are the numbers? Where is the ratings improving? How come people are not watching, bro? How come Dynamite can't get 1 million still? After 2 years, y'all still can't get 1 million? The last 2 years, they still can't crack 1 million. That's great. That's wild. How is, like, that makes no sense. Oh, this is the most talented roster ever in the World Wrestling Federation. Okay, then how come these guys and girls can't draw shit? How come people are barely watching? If that's true, that just proves it goes to show you people care about characters and gimmicks over work rate guys. Nobody gives a fuck about work rate. Now, you can't suck in the ring, right? Be competent, right? But that is not the end all be all. Just don't be bad, that's all. Don't be bad. Just be good enough, but have a character, have charisma, have a gimmick. That's what Stone Cold had. That's what The Rock had. At the end of the day, we would not care about Will Ospreay by next week. He is going to blend in, just like Edge. So why are you celebrating Will Ospreay joining this company? Like, why? He ain't Edge. And look, nobody cares about what Edge is doing. I'm sorry. So what makes you think we will care about what Will Ospreay is doing? Right? That makes no fucking sense. Like I said, he was better off in NXT. He was better off in the World Wrestling Federation. That is a bigger platform. Legends are made in the World Wrestling Federation. Legends are not made in all elite fake wrestling. It's like, you people are fucking dumb. This was an awful mistake that he will pay for. Because this company is not going up. It's going down. And he won't help. Because he is interchangeable. There's tons of guys that are similar to Will Ospreay on that roster. And that's the problem. Like I said, he was better off going to the World Wrestling Federation. Like, I don't get it. It's like, damn, bro, you don't want to face Seth freaking Rollins? You don't want to face Roman Reigns? You don't want to face Drew Mack? Oh, but you want to face Jay White. Wow. Like I said, this was a dumb fucking move. I'm done.